coupe, hopping out like Jack in the Box. Nigga, I'm gon' shoot if this 30's all that I got. Time's up, got my points up, my cars up. We gon' slide up behind them.
Shake a paw. Good boy. Good boy, Tucker. Whoo-wee. What is going on, guys? Welcome to another video. First and foremost, we have some protein oats right here. Okay, I threw up on my story the other day, or when this video was being made. Protein oats or pancakes. You guys picked protein oats. This is, I think, the best my physique has ever looked at 190 pounds. Like, you guys can judge me however the f you want. I don't really care. This is no pump right now at 190 pounds. Okay. So back in the day, I used to literally bulk up to 190 pounds and I would be literally the Michelin man walking around my hometown and I felt like shit. But now I'm like I'm being more okay with being like this, like 190 pounds. Obviously, I'm gonna get absolutely fucking shredded and I'm gonna blow this physique out of the water. But okay, I'll throw up a quick video right here or on the screen right now of my physique this morning. So this is a physique update at 190 pounds, just under actually. I'll show you guys like the kind of day by day kind of breakdown. I think we're just under 8 weeks into the cut, I believe, something like that. We're like 7.5 weeks, something like that. So I lost the first like 5 to 6 pounds in literally like 3 or 4 days, to be honest. And then after that, it's kind of been like stagnant and losing anywhere between like 1 pound to 2 pounds every single week, which is what I want, right? So this is what we got going on. Okay, this is literally sex in a bowl. I've said this many times, but this is absolutely phenomenal. Favorite meal of the day. But first and foremost, guys, okay, when I am filming this video right now, I know I'm dropping this next week, but you guys are seeing this obviously on the day of it being dropped. I'm pretty sure it's Thursday, but when I'm filming this right now, okay, I am in my house, my beautiful home right now, eating a beautiful breakfast. But where I am right now, as of right now, like this day, not this day for me, but in the future, but when you're watching this video, okay, it's kind of like the Matrix in a way. I am not actually here, okay? I am with someone very special in Canada right now, filming a couple of videos, and I haven't left this house or Canada in a very, very long time. You guys have been telling me to go places, collab with different people, and I have been listening, okay? I've been waiting. Obviously, this has been in the works for a while. I've been talking to this specific individual. Long story short, we are not at home right now, okay? So please, for the love of God, just stop what you're doing right now. Stop the video, pause the video. Just drop a like, drop a comment if you're feeling frisky as well, but drop a like on the video. It helps it so much to push it out to more people so that they see my next video and every single video after that, because this is a very important part of quote unquote my journey. I hate to put it that way, but I'm very excited. I'm very nervous, but I'm excited. I'm more excited than nervous. I'm not even that nervous. I fucking hate airplanes. I've talked about it before. I had a very traumatic incident when I was like 13 years old going to Disney World. Long story short, almost died in a plane crash. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. We were going through a hurricane. I'm bringing up memories in my mind right now. I want to stop talking about it because it sucked. It absolutely sucked. So when I'm on the airplane, bro, I'm like this. I'm literally gripping those armrests, bro, and I'm focused on the destination basically. But so yeah, basically, if you guys can run up code Bret on my protein and raw gear for the next couple of weeks, or just moving forward in general, that would help me a lot, considering trips out of Canada and the States and like where I'm going is much more expensive than people actually think, especially when you're paying for not only yourself but other people as well. So if you guys do that means the world to me from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Anyways, topic of this video, we're just gonna get fucking absolutely juicy. I low-key kind of binge ate last night, so kind of keeping carbs down a bit, and I think I might drink a little bit tonight. That was one of the other questions on Instagram the other day. It was like, how much do you drink? I only drink like maybe once every 2 to 3 weeks, but just stick to low calorie drinks. That's basically all I'm trying to say. Diet chaser, stuff like that. So keeping carbs down today, mainly just protein. I'm gonna eat this right now. Then I think we're going to, I think we're doing back today. I haven't done a pull session in a while for the channel, so we're gonna do like back and biceps. I'll show you guys basically everything. Also want to give you guys an update on kind of like how, you know, if you started cutting when I started cutting, or if you are, let's say 2 months into your cut, kind of how you progress from here. But yeah, this is how to keep getting more shredded basically. So We're doing a makeshift chair right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, back, biceps, finished up. I was gonna do this at home, but I kind of just want to rip it off right here. Basically, just go over kind of like steps for someone to, like yourself, the viewer right now, to get shredded and to kind of progress your own way, because everybody is different. I'm different than fucking Billy across the street. I'm different than George, you know, on the cable machine right now. Okay, so everybody is different. That's why everybody's, you know, calories, diet, you know, the way they train, it's all gonna be different. Like the way you train should kind of be the same depending on beginner, intermediate, advanced kind of thing. But for the most part, everyone's doing like the same exercises, you know, getting enough volume in to grow. If you're focusing on progressively overloading, building muscle, that kind of thing. So basically, guys, I'll throw it up on the screen, kind of like how I progress. If we're talking like a 4-month kind of cutting phase, where you can kind of make adjustments for yourself. It's much easier to kind of like just throw this up and then kind of break it down step by step, because if I just tell you guys, you know, make adjustments month 1, make adjustments month 2, blah, 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 it can get very confusing considering, again, everybody is different, right? So maybe I plateau in my first month having like 2,700 calories a day, whereas someone else who's like 200 pounds, for an example, is having like 2,800 calories a day and they're gaining weight. So it's gonna be different for everybody basically. So I'll just give a rough guideline on when you guys should make adjustments and kind of how you should like come about doing all of that in terms of cardio, in terms of calories, in terms of training. So in terms of if we're talking like in the gym, physically in the gym, go to the gym as many times as you possibly can that fits you, your lifestyle, and your schedule. Okay, like I don't care if you're going 6 times during the week or 3 times during the week. Like it doesn't really matter. Just get in enough volume to grow over time and you should be fine, especially if you are focusing on the main compound lifts such as like, you know, bench press or a dumbbell press for chest, or a squat, a hack squat, you know, leg press, Romanian deadlifts for legs, that kind of thing. Maybe some rows, lat pull downs for back, shoulders, overhead press, military press, dumbbell press, that kind of thing. For the most part, if you're doing all those exercises and you're progressively, you know, increasing the volume in some shape or form, you will grow, you will be progressively overloading. So that shouldn't change regardless of you cutting or bulking. I feel like that's a big misconception in the fitness industry, or people trying to cut in general. They think they should do, you know, a bunch of sets, a bunch of reps, and just, you know, up the volume fucking through the ass and through the ass. That makes no sense. Through the roof, basically just do a bunch of volume. But for the most part, you're gonna see really good results at the start, but then you will plateau eventually, and you'll be super fatigued, and you'll probably have to deload much quicker, especially if you're doing like 30 sets every fucking workout. So then in terms of how you kind of structure your diet and, you know, what you want to have on a daily basis, for the most part, if we're talking specific foods, I will get into meal prep and like, you know, prepping your foods probably in another video, because I actually have something in the works right now in terms of myself and working with someone to meal prep my foods, because I am very busy as it is, and I would rather not spend hours and hours in the kitchen, but I will talk about that later on. Like if you guys want to meal prep all of your food, that's, you know, 9 times out of 10, you will get better results doing that. I'm not saying you have to, but because you know exactly what you're putting in every single meal, and because you were strict with a plan, you're not gonna, you know, get off the plan or start eating other foods that aren't a part of your meal prep. Like I'm not saying you can't, but for the most part, if you have like 8 to 10 meals in the fridge and they're already ready, are you gonna make another meal when that meal's already ready? Probably not, right? So again, focus on the foods that you like to have. Just because I like having chicken and rice, you know, twice a day, like I don't mind having that. If you guys want to have, you know, salmon and sweet potatoes, or, you know, some cod and some brown fish, or some quinoa, stuff like that, for the most part, it all comes down to protein, carbs, fats, and total calories. Okay, calories are king. You guys have heard me talk about calories in, calories out, literally every single video, but it's so important considering, you know, if you're, for an example, consuming 4,500 calories a day and you're only burning and expending 2,500 calories a day, how can you expect to lose weight? Like that just doesn't make sense. So find your calories, how many calories you need to alternatively lose weight. This basically just means that you are eating under your caloric maintenance to put yourself into a calorie deficit. Then from there, just find your protein, find how many, you know, carbs and fats you want to have in your diet, and then have the foods that you want to have. Again, you can have whatever you want, obviously in moderation. Don't have a bunch of fast food and be like, oh, I had, you know, 2 Big Macs today, a large fry and a McFlurry, that equals, you know, 2,500 calories. I'm just not gonna eat the rest of the day because that equals my calories. Like, yes, theoretically, you're still in a calorie deficit, but you'll feel like shit. That's just not a good thing, so I just wouldn't do that. But in the long scheme of things, the more you like your diet, the more you enjoy, you know, the foods that you're eating on a daily basis, the more you're gonna stick to it over the long term. And that's why I kind of do it in like 4-month kind of phases, or it's actually like 2-month phases. That's why I'm like talking about this video right now, because it's like 8 weeks in the cut for me right now. So that's kind of why I want to do this video. And as soon as you guys basically find, you know, what foods you like to put into your diet, how much protein you're having during the day, for the most part, just stick to like 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. You should be fine if you're anywhere around there. Don't overcomplicate it. For the most part, it's just trial and error. Like, you just got to find what works with you, and what you feel the best on in terms of, you know, food and such like that. So yeah, and then in terms of cardio, just do cardio every single day, guys. Like, literally, don't overcomplicate it. Start with a certain amount, let's say 20 to 30 minutes every single day. Let's say on the Stairmaster or incline treadmill at like 3 miles per hour, or like 3.5, somewhere around there. That's usually what I do. And I have it at like a 10 to 12 incline. So I'll usually go for like 30 minutes, and then eventually, as soon as you hit a plateau, meaning that you are no longer like making any progress, or you just feel like super shitty, or you're just not losing body weight in general, then you will either have to decrease your calories, and that's where like that phase, that kind of chart that I kind of, you know, detailed, month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4, that's when you would decrease your calories, or you can increase the amount that you're doing during cardio. So you can go like 35 minutes or 40 minutes, something like that. And if you don't want to start with cardio every single day, that's completely fine. Like, a lot of people, you know, that will probably be very excessive for a lot of people, especially if you're not doing any cardio right now. So to make it like super simple on yourself without basically draining yourself, if you were doing absolutely 0 cardio right now, like zilch, start with 3 sessions of, let's say, 30 minutes a day, like on the Stairmaster, whatever cardio you like to do, it doesn't matter what cardio you do. Then as soon as you hit a plateau, go 4 times a week, then 5 times, and basically just add a session or add a couple minutes every single session, basically to increase the duration that you're on that specific machine or doing cardio for. So again, don't overcomplicate it. I'm just saying like 3-4 times a week as an example. You don't have to stick to that. It doesn't have to be to a T. It can be 2 times, 5 times. Trust yourself, trust the process. And yeah, that's basically all you guys need to know in terms of diet, cardio, you know, training to quote unquote get shredded. Again, not everybody is going to get shredded, but you're not going to stick to the same thing every single day, because if you do that, you know, you're just not going to get anywhere. Like, just because you work harder in the gym doesn't mean you're going to get better results than someone who's making adjustments to their plan basically weekly. So yeah, anyways guys, that is going to conclude it for today's video. I think I'm really hungry. What time is it? Yeah, anyways, some sick videos in the mix right now. You guys already know that. So if you guys are new to the channel, please like, sub, all that good shit, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye. Love you. Mwah.